Welcome to Eternal Manna, the daily devotional broadcast of Grace Gospel Church. We are looking at Psalm 53. We've spent 2 full weeks looking at verse 1. Now today we move to verse 2. God looks down from heaven. God inspecting man. Or as one commentator said, heaven's analysis of fallen humanity. Heaven's analysis of fallen humanity. God inspecting man. We read in Genesis chapter 6 and verse 5, the Lord saw, underscore the word saw. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on the earth had become. Nothing escapes the eye of God. People think they can get away with what they do. No one saw them. But God in heaven saw and has taken note. Now we are living in a time of technological advances. And there are cameras everywhere now. In fact, in your cell phone, you can not only just take pictures, you can video an event. So in one sense now, no one can really get away with anything because you're caught on camera. And it's almost like God has a camera in heaven. And everything is being pictured, is being recorded as evidence against us to be used on the day of judgment. Now we read in Genesis chapter 16 and verse 13, Hagar, who has been chased out by Sarah, and in the wilderness, there is no water, and how wonderfully God provided a well of water for her son and herself. Now look at what the verse says. Genesis 16:13. Hagar gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees me. For she said, I have now seen the one who sees me. I think that's great encouragement for us in that statement of Hagar. You are the God who sees me. He sees me in my trouble, in my sorrow, in my poverty. He sees me in the messed up condition that I am in. And he not only sees me, he comes to my help. So be greatly encouraged today. God is looking after your interests. God knows you and sees you. Now in Exodus chapter 3 and verse 7, we read, God is speaking, I have indeed seen, again underscore the word seen. I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. So the Lord saw how the people were suffering, and he sent them a liberator in the person of Moses. We read in Genesis 11 and verse 5, the Lord came down to see the city and tower that men were building. That's the Tower of Babel, and judgment resulted because people were trying to build without taking God into consideration. They were trying literally to reach up to heaven on their own effort without consulting God. So the Lord saw and he came down to where these people were to see what they were up to. And of course, he acted in judgment. So in Psalm 53 and verse 2, heaven's analysis of humanity. You're watched. I am watched. God is looking at you and me, and that can bring both comfort and fear. Amen.